I have an interesting question I'd like to pose to you. Is it spiritual to charge money if you have a gift in the spiritual area? That's one of the many questions that I get and what I wanted to answer today. It's interesting because people who feel that they have a gift spiritually that is just seems natural for them, that if they have to trade that or offer that service to somebody, then it's not God's will or the creator's will or source's will for them to actually charge for that. And that's okay if you don't operate in the physical reality, but actually we're here on planet Earth and all of us have some innate gifts. Now, the question I wanted to ask you, if, for instance, you needed a carpenter, and they had a skill that innately they felt were attracted to wood, and they developed this love for wood, and they were able to craft and do things for you. Would you expect them to be paid for their work? Of course, because they have a skill that everybody accepts. And so then I ask, why also does that not apply if you're spiritual? Because I think some of these beliefs come from some of the religious beliefs from long ago, where they were taught that money is evil. It's not that money is evil, it's the worshipping of money that they considered was evil. And the same in the spiritual community. For instance, we teach a body of work that's a spiritual body of work, and I can tell you every month, if I look at my accounts, I have a lot of things that are outgoings that I actually need physical money to pay for. The electricity company will not accept spiritual currency. They don't want to trade my spiritual currency for their electricity. The same thing, I have expenses for running the business. So unfortunately, then for the spiritual community, I have to charge for that. And I'm really surprised then when people say, well, you're not doing God's will if you're charging this for this sort of thing. And my question then to you, well, will you come and work for me for nothing? Because, I shouldn't be charging. And, I really think that's a very limiting way until we get to the stage that you can alter the matter around you and then manifest physically for yourself. Then at the moment we're operating in the agreed currency that we've all agreed to participate in, and that is we are actually exchanging dollars for a service. Now, I can tell you, when you are out of balance, if you're in the spiritual community and you're giving a lot, if you're out of balance spiritually, you will feel at some time that you feel resentful for giving so much all the time. And if you're honest with yourself, that's truly what goes on. And this is the way that the universe is sort of saying there's a real imbalance in the amount that you give and that you're able to receive, because a lot of people in the spiritual community want to give, but they have trouble actually receiving. Now, if you get back to a fundamental thing that we all have, is this exchange that we have in the outside world. It's called taking a breath. We take a breath in, we take a breath out. There is a give and a receive right from the very first moment we turned up on the planet. Likewise, we meet a lot of people who are spiritual, that are healers, etc., that come into our workshops or our webinars, and they are very good at what they do, but they don't look after their spiritual energy. And so a lot of them have picked up energy around them that actually depletes them. Now, and they have to spend some money actually getting some service to understand how they manage their energy. So please step out of the fact that if you're spiritual, you have a gift that you want to share with the world, that it's wrong to charge money. That is just somebody's program that has been instilled in your consciousness for sure, because I can't see anything where the creator would say, you know what, you need to suffer, and unfortunately don't accept anything for the wonderful service you give to everyone. Really, I don't think that's how it works. Anyway, my thoughts for the day, you might totally disagree with me. So I'd like to leave you with this one thought. Are you suffering from spiritual poverty when in fact you should be enjoying all the abundance that we have in the here and now?